Krakatoa Volcano by Annabelle Stoker. Krakatoa Volcano is located in Indonesia in the Sunda Strait. Indonesia has 130 active volcanoes, the most of all countries in the world. There are so many volcanoes in one place because the Indo-Australian plate is subducting under the Pacific plate. Because there are so many volcanoes in Indonesia, people who lived near the volcanoes were used to them. This is why they didn't evacuate in the case of Krakatoa 1883, and many more people were killed. Krakatoa's 1883 eruption was one of the biggest volcanic eruptions in historic time. A few days before the main eruption, there were many strange rumblings and ash clouds. The main eruptions occurred on August 26th and 27th. The first big boom occurred at 12:53 p.m. on August 26th. After that, there were 4 more big blasts. This eruption was rated a 6 on the VEI, Volcano Explosion Index scale. The VEI scale is scaled 1 at the bottom, small eruptions, and 8 at the top, extremely huge eruptions. Krakatoa's eruption of 1883 was equivalent to Mount Pinatubo, 1991, and it was a little bit stronger than Mount St. Helens and a little bit weaker than Tambora. Krakatoa's 1883 eruption had a huge effect on the world. There were strange sunsets because the ash was covering some of the atmosphere, and the global temperature average dropped about 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures dropped because the ash in the air served as a solar radiation filter, and the heat from the sun couldn't get through the atmosphere as easily. More than 36,000 people died because of the 1883 eruption. People died because of the blast, pyroclastic flow, ash, and tsunamis. The 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit magma devastated everything in its path. The huge blasts sent gigantic tsunamis up to 120 feet tall, especially ruining villages near Sumatra and Java. This tsunami was 3 times the size of the Japan 2011 tsunami. Many boats were destroyed. Krakatoa even destroyed itself. The cone of the volcano collapsed into the caldera. After Krakatoa's huge eruption that blew up 2/3 of Krakatoa Island, Krakatoa went to sleep for a very long time. Anak Krakatoa came to be in 1927. Anak Krakatoa, meaning child of Krakatoa, emerged from the sea 44 years after the 1883 eruption. Before Krakatoa's 1883 eruption, Krakatoa Island had 3 volcanoes on it: Rakata, Danan, and Perbawatan. Only half of Rakata remains, and Anak Krakatoa is now between what used to be Danan and Perawatan. Anak Krakatoa erupts quite often, but only every once in a while do people notice an eruption. Although this devastating event occurred long ago, the damage caused by Krakatoa in 1883 will never be forgotten. Credits go to Google Search, Google Images, and my science teacher, Mr. Clausette.